Hey guys, this is the assembly and just an overview, not really a full review of this BANTI height adjustable desk. The model number is B-SDE-48BE-S. So the brand is BANTI, and I think they're affiliated with Fezibo. Maybe the same company, I'm not really sure about that. But the box has a label of Fezibo, so they could be the same company, I'm not really sure. So as you can see, the weight of this thing is 32.5 kilograms. That's about 71 pounds. And yeah, it's quite heavy. That's why I have this carry thing. I'm not really sure what's the name of that in English. If you don't have anybody to help, then you should have one of these. And yeah, it should be a two-person just to get this inside the house. But if you're a big guy, then it's not gonna be a problem. I'm a small dude, so I really need some help. So let's start unboxing and assemble this thing. So I think this is the manual. Yep. So I'm gonna post the manual. And I think this plate is for the cable management. White broccoli card. I'm not really sure what that is. Okay, let's pull this thing out. This looks like the legs of the frame. It's really heavy. So it looks like the contents of the package are intact. There are no damage, I think. Let's start with the manual. That's the parts list. And this is step 1. So step 1 is to assemble the legs right here. So A is the one with the motor and B is without the motor. A and B, and then F and E kind of look like the same, so these two are on the other packaging, and G is yeah, I think this is G right here. So we're gonna pull A, B, F and E, F and E, and then G. Okay, so it's gonna be like this, and then the screws we need is U. What's U? Okay, this is U right here. It's in this pack. Yep. Let's see, what's this one? It's strange that the screws, the package of the screws are not labeled with letters. or marked with the letters. So it should be. It's kind of funny. Should have not bothered using the letters, or maybe that should help too. So U is M6 by 10. Then there's 18 of them. I think this is it. But this package shows that there's 19 pieces inside. But yeah, I think they provided us one extra screw just in case one of the screw gets goes bad, like the thread goes bad or misplaced. And then you need this Allen wrench. So this is the Allen wrench you need. So the box already came with the Allen wrench. So you can start here. So don't tighten everything right away. So you can still make adjustments if needed. Okay, that's it. And then we're gonna put B. So B in here. So that's here, B. So A is with the motor. So this is A. Gonna put it right here. So that's a big motor. Hopefully it's not noisy. So I'm gonna show that to you later. And let's go to step 2. So this is step 2 right here. Okay, here's the shaft. So we have to unscrew this so we can pull this thing out. So it came with 2 Allen keys. So this is for the small one here. So what you're gonna do is connect this thing this side. So make sure this is pointing, that you can tighten that later. So you have to attach here, point that thing up, the screws up, and push like that. And then this one too. Then you have to really push this thing in, so later it can turn the gear in here. If both ends are not synced, this one and that one, then what you can do is turn this thing a little bit so they're gonna be in sync. So you can slide this in there. So that's step 2. So we're gonna go step 3. Okay, adding this sides. So this is the checklist here. The D bracket. We're gonna look for the D bracket, and then a screw 6 by 10, and then the Allen key too. I think this is the D bracket. Oh yeah, this is the D bracket. It's actually 2 inside in this slot. So it's gonna be like this, And the same thing on the other side. And then the other side. Okay, that's step number 3. Now we're in step number 4. So step number 4 is we need this one, the foot. Yeah, this is the one here. The feet is this one. Yep, there's 2 of them. So you have to put that thing in here like that, and then the screws. So step number 5 is the table. We're gonna open this thing. Okay, that's the board. So it looks like we need more space for the board assembly. Wooden pin. This is the one. So the boards are actually came fine. So there's no damage during the shipment. So I'm happy with that. So we're gonna use this box as a padding because we don't want to scratch the board. So this is one. Looks like I need this. Okay, this is number 4 here. Number 3, number 2, so grab the wooden pins, and then there's 4. Okay, step number 6 is installing the things that's gonna hold this board together. So next is find the connecting board bracket. So there's 6 of them. So it's gonna be like this. And then the screw. ST 4.8 by 13. So this is the brackets. So it's located here. So I have this thing. You gotta be careful on this one. It could mess up the wood. So here, here, and here. Here and here. Okay, let's make sure the boards are aligned. the wood is kind of okay. So my only problem with this that I see right now is that there's a gap in here, just really tiny, but it's just enough to see that there's gonna be a gap. Okay, let's go to the next step. This one is done. Okay, step number 7. Okay, the hook, there's 2 hooks. We're gonna, is it really time to install the hook? It looks like I have to install the hook on the side of the frame. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. This checklist should also include the frame. Okay, I see the hole. So there's a pre-hole here for every screw. Okay, everything is pre-holed. So not tight for now. Okay, step number 8 is okay, let's bend in here. Okay, like that. That was step 8, and then step 9 is install the caddy. Yep, like that here. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Why is it too far? Okay, my bad. I made a mistake. So actually bend these towards the outside. I bend it towards the inside. That's why it's hard to put it in. So hopefully I won't break the plate. So yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. So that's why the pre-holes are kind of far apart. Ow, on my knees. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's okay. Okay, next step. Okay, it says in here to also install the pen slot in step 9, but I'm just gonna skip that part. I'm gonna do that later. So I'm gonna go to step number 10, and that is to install the control box. Yeah, let's find the control box. Yeah, that is in here. And the hook, I can install the hook later too. I'm pretty sure of that. So we're gonna put it in here. So step number 11 is to connect the wirings now. We need this. The power supply is here. So it looks like this one is connected to here. This one here. And this thing is gonna be connected to this one. So it's gonna be like that. That's it. I think we need to just put this thing in the caddy here. And that's it. Yep, that looks like we are done. So there are coasters in here, but I'm not gonna install it because this is gonna add height to the table, to the desk. So the reason I bought this desk is to have the desk or the table lower. If I put this thing, it's gonna be adding like at least 2 inches to its height. So I'm not gonna install that, but if that is something you need, then there's the option for that. So I just realized that I forgot to put some screws in these. This is actually step 1. So if you go to the manual, you probably noticed that I did not do this part. So you screw in on top here, but you also screw in on the side too. So I'm gonna add that right now. So now I've installed the screws on those 2 holes and on those 2. So I actually realized there's 2 more holes that I forgot to put in here. That is this part. Same as this one, there's screws going on the top, and this is gonna be also on the side too. So yeah, let me install that. So this thing came with 6 cable ties, so I'm not really sure what else to do with it. I've only put 1 in here, so that's here. But if you think you need more than 1, then it comes with 6 cable ties for tidy up. But I think I only need 1 for now, but I could be adding more later. So the cable ties are just adhesive, so it's not really screwed in. So I think in long term this will come off, but it's not a deal breaker. So here it is, guys. Actually it turned out really nice, but the only thing I can see that's kind of annoying is that, yeah, the gap in here. But other than that, the assembly was really good so far. I did not really have any issues other than my own fault, like the some screws that I forgot to or missed to put in. It's actually in the manual. It's actually my fault. Yeah, this is what it looks like now. So what I did, I bought this power extension cable. So you can actually flip this up, but I don't like the cable's gonna be on the top of the table. So this is what it looks like in the bottom. And then here's the cable management in the back. It's actually a big caddy, so it's not really an issue for the power bricks of the laptop. So I have all the cables attached to it. And then this is the only wire that goes to my power strip right there. So I have this desk for over a month now. So I actually thought that I don't like the two-tone color, that black and I forgot what's the name of the color of this wood here. But there's just not much options out there in Amazon that's within my budget. And then so I just given this one a try. But I'm actually surprised because it's actually not bad. It's actually it actually looks pretty good. And I love that this thing is really quiet. I have read some of the reviews on other products that when they use the motor that it's actually really loud, but this one is really quiet. So I'm gonna raise it up to maximum. Oh, I think my lamp is gonna hit my lighting up there. Yeah, 46.5. Yeah, that's really quiet, right? It's not loud. And then so far, there's no issue with the motor. Hopefully, I won't jinx it. So there are a few things that I don't like about this desk, but I think for the money, this desk is good bang for the buck. And what I don't like about this desk is that the gap in here. So there's tiny gap, but after using a while, it doesn't really bother me. Yeah, I think slicing through here in the middle, like when you're gonna lean on the desk, it's actually flexing a little bit. And I can feel that the flex is coming from here. When I push down here, you can feel that there's like a gap of the flex in here. So having a solid one piece of board is actually better. Then it's really weird at first, but I got used to it after a while. But I would not lean on this too much, like putting your whole body weight into the edge here. Yeah, it could bend the frame or whatever support underneath it. It could mess it up. But I haven't tried it, but I don't want to do it. And I like that there's a headphone holder here. I still use the Sennheiser holder for my headphone, but sometimes I actually do use this right here like that. But for me it's easier to put that thing here because it's a little bit far. I can probably get this one closer to here, to this edge. But the problem with this holder though, what I don't like is that it's not curvy. It's not like the Sennheiser that there's a nice curve to it. That one is kind of square. So yeah, this is an expensive headphones. I'd rather have this headphone more time on this holder rather than the other one. And also it's not a bad idea to put your bag in here. as long as the bag is not too heavy. So for the control, they have a instruction for that. And for the anti-collision, this one I don't really know how that works. The manual doesn't really make sense to me. So if you have this desk and you know how this anti-collision function works, that would be really great. We really appreciate if you share this in the comment below. So I will include the whole manual at the end of the video. Yeah, that's it for this video, guys. If you have any question about this desk, please leave your comment below and I will try to answer those questions.